This message is for Pisces, all Pisces placements, all right? So if you identify with strong Pisces placements, welcome. Pisces, what message do you need to hear right now? Tune in, clear, high vibrational, truthful, helping, healing, source, angels. Ooh, a new opportunity for prosperity coming through for Pisces here. Wow, and enhancing a little bit on this message for clarity, you've got the Wheel of Fortune or Destiny, and we've got 3-3 as well as 10-3 on the clock. This is destined. This feels like a destined change for you in regards to your physical well-being, to money, opportunities, purchase, career, financial, physical, material, even an option to grow from something new, or to see what you've already been growing that's been new start to really take root and form. For some, this is even the start of a beautiful friendship I'm hearing, or even a new relationship, but there's a lot of friendship at the base of it. 111 on the timer. And this brings great change with it. Some of you Pisces are also rising up out of jealousy, envy, forms of lack in your heart, in your auric field, attachments you've picked up. 123 and 132 on the clock, rising up out of bitterness and into the heart space. But I feel like there's a material confirmation, affirmation situation with this prosperity begins that's also helping ground you enough or assisting you that you can pull up out of this lack envy energy. And that lack envy energy feels that you're experiencing it in other areas, perhaps about people, success, relationships, more emotional areas, and the material start might not have to do with those directly, but they're very much interwoven, interlinked. And there's some kind of confirmation of your self-worth that comes through this opportunity taking root, taking hold, and really growing, this prosperity beginning. It's like it allows you to fully feel this rising and this change. And of course, this is also a divine timing thing. I also feel, Pisces, that you are so much in touch with multiple versions of yourself, with many aspects of yourself, even those aspects which have passed on to the ether, the ether, the ether, other realms. It's like other life versions of you that didn't make it are supporting this version of you now. And you're really choosing and selecting the version of you that you want to put up front. There's also a lot of success in this. Again, we've got 10, 3, 4. So we've got a lot of ascending numbers, a lot of 10s for success. The number 10 also makes me think of We Are the Champions by Queen. 1s for beginning and also independence. And 3s feel very abundant in this instance. Like you have many options, many choices, many pathways, but you're centered or you're grounded in you, in yourself, in a way that allows you to actually explore those. And we are seeing a little bit of mental conflict, indecision, confusion coming up as a secondary energy. And for what this relates to or why it's here, it actually has to do with your emotions here, okay? This could be a new love situation, something where you are allowing the truth in or allowing yourself to see the truth in a way. It's almost like your emotions are unfreezing. There's some kind of a connection that you're making, and maybe you haven't been fully sure or certain if you should be making it, if it's the right connection. Maybe you felt some conflict about allowing yourself to open up again or to that degree, all right? But we see a lot of truth and a lot of balance. This is also Libran energy. We also see a sort of a divine justice, a karmic justice in this. And you do have a lot of forces like fate, maybe destiny, even karma, but I feel that karma can be very positive on you at this time. It's like the fates are really on this. They're in this. Their hand is in the stroke of the paintbrush. So you could feel quite confused about this new love beginning. I'm also hearing the lyric, I am a traveler of both time and space. To be where I have been, that's Led Zeppelin. And I'm hearing your guidance say that you might find it's not advantageous, or that it's in your best interest not to judge yourself too harshly, but to actually release yourself from the judgments of those around you that you put onto yourself, unjustly so, or that are unjustly yours. They're not really yours, basically. I'm also hearing In the Light by Led Zeppelin. Especially that part that's like, and if you feel like you can't go on, dun, dun, you know, in the beginning. Now, for some Pisces, this is not an entirely new love situation. It's almost like an opening within a connection that's already been present. There could be something that's already been here. It's been around, it's been lingering, and you're finding these starts and beginnings within that situation that just feel more solid, more open, more real, vulnerable, truthful, balanced, fated, aligned, like all of that. It's like it's clicking into place and it's opening up to new levels. This is stuff you wouldn't have been able to mentally predict, understand, or even to settle on some kind of a choice about it, because it's just kind of naturally unfolding. And your mind or your thoughts may actually feel a little bit like the enemy at times, sometimes, especially if you tend to like overthink these sorts of opportunities and new things, these starts and breakthroughs. But Pisces, this is really gorgeous energy. You've also got the sun light here. So a lot of clarity about endings and beginnings, a lot of clarity about relationships. I'd be really surprised if any Pisces that sees this is alone. I don't really see you being alone. Even if this isn't a romantic coming together, there is a collaboration or a deep friendship, a deep connection that is really present in these cards, in this message. And even though Pisces in a way is always kind of alone, it's like it's a solo journey, you have forces joining with you strongly. You have partnership joining you strongly. So count your days for any Pisces that does feel alone. Also, 3 weeks is a very significant time from whenever you see this. Remember, these are timeless. You're gaining a lot of truth, a lot of clarity, a lot of breakthrough. And I do feel this is truth, clarity, and breakthrough you've been craving, wanting, asking for, and looking for. This is not just out of the blue. You've been feeling this ahead of time as usual. You've been sensing this and just, waiting for it to happen, waiting for it to hit. And it finally is. Also, getting the truth in the way that you're getting it from within yourself and outside both, it's a relief. It's a release. It's necessary. It's needed. And it really helps you fall into someone, or it really helps you to join, to connect. I also feel like the truth is owed to you in a way. The truth must mean a lot to you. It feels like that's some kind of a payment almost. It's like that truth is owed to you. Pisces, lastly, your guides want to kind of forewarn, your guidance would like to forewarn a little bit, just that you make sure you're not making emotional choices or decisions out of discontent and boredom. We don't want to choose something because we're bored and we need something to do, or we are sort of projecting it, like imagine you're stuck in a cabin in the woods with only one other person that you would never even consider, or maybe two, but after some years, one of them looks really nice. And then you come out of that cabin and you realize that you really don't like these people. That's a really weird example, but it's like here, it's just like, do you want to? Are you sure you want to? Like, where is this really coming from? It's not to make you doubt yourself either, but we want to make sure we aren't choosing from that energy and you're still staying true. Especially, I feel that freedom is coveted to you. Freedom, truth. You want to make sure you're making choices in alignment with that. You've got that choose wisely. And because there is some of this confusion, 7 of Cups, 2 of Swords can be confusion energy. You just also want to make sure that your emotional boundaries are up to snuff, that they're good, in a way that you are really knowing what you feel, being honest with yourself about what you feel, and making choices that expand, that pull forwards, that are full of the light. This is also like what really draws you, what really calls to you, what's really alive, what really pulls you, especially when you're very multifaceted, when you have that multifaceted nature like you do, multi-talented. There's a lot of options that, a lot of paths that you can go. But what path are you truly facing? Like, what is your true north? What path does it really feel right to you? What encourages, this bird energy, these golden birds, this light, this golden glow? And you're kind of also being shown what that is. Also, you could really convince yourself that you want something, but quickly grow bored with it. Because what you really want, Pisces, is typically deep. It's deeper than that. I'm hearing your guides say vividly, clearly. I know we already said lastly, but one more thing. You also have this waiting energy, the waiting game. when it comes to some kind of integration you've been hoping for or waiting for, integration of the shadow, also moving past that shadow window or period into a brighter time of life. This could even be someone around you. Basically, the natural flow is always your strong suit, Pisces.